All right, viewers, we are starting the bulletin now with a very interesting video which has been retweeted by none other than the Prime Minister himself. Remember, talking about the G7 power play, we had seen how the Prime Minister, of course, met all the world leaders, but obviously, as one would expect, all eyes were on this particular meeting, Prime Minister's meeting with Giorgia Meloni. Earlier, she had tweeted, "Hello from Team Melodi." Quote unquote, and now the Prime Minister has retweeted this video. This video, as one would expect, has broken the internet. It has gone massively viral. In the video, you can see Giorgia Meloni and Prime Minister all smiles, waving at the camera. And what's very interesting is that Meloni in that tweet wrote, and I quote, "Hello friends" or "Hi friends" from #Melodi. So obviously the world leaders, Prime Minister himself and Giorgia Meloni, obviously aware of that trending hashtag. Rishabh, this is a rather light-hearted tweet which has been put up by the Prime Minister. Obviously, this meeting was held on the sidelines of the G7 summit, but both of them, tweeting and talking about that hashtag Melodi, which has been trending on the internet for quite some time.
Well, definitely. Hashtag Melodi is something that has been trending for quite some time. The moment it was reported that Prime Minister would be traveling to Italy for G7 summit, since then, internet has been abuzz with the photographs, the videos, the memes of Prime Minister Narendra Modi along with his Italian counterpart. But also, if we talk about these photos and how does this play in the diplomacy, we need to understand that, whenever there is a closeness between the top leaders, things get easy. We have seen that when it comes to India-France. We have seen that when it comes to India-Australia, India-Japan, and India-Italy as well. And just an anecdote from the last time that these two leaders took a selfie, it was in Dubai, December 2023, when Giorgia Meloni came to click a photograph with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister was on a call as Prime Minister Meloni came.
Well, exactly. Obviously, and it's end of the day, all that those memes and the viral sensation of the video, etc. aside, it certainly is a testament of India's growing soft power as well. Rishabh, why don't you stay with us? We have Srinjoy also who's joined us on the phone line. But once let's listen into that video which has been tweeted first by Giorgia Meloni and of course now retweeted by the Prime Minister himself.
Hello from the Melodi team. 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 Hello from the Melodi team.
All right, Srinjoy is also joining us live on the broadcast and he's joining us on the phone. Srinjoy, obviously, it's a light-hearted moment. This is the moment, the so-called hashtag Melodi moment, which the internet was waiting for. It's broken the internet. It's grown viral. But talking a little bit, not just about the frivolousness, but also seriousness of the picture, it also is a testament of India's growing soft power, isn't it?
Yes, and the closeness of the ties between India and Italy. There are two or three things that India and Italy talk about. One is that there are two cultural superpowers in the world, and they are India, as you spoke about soft power, and Italy. The two cultural superpowers, Italy and India. That's been there for a few years. The second point is that there are no problems with India and Italy at a strategic level anymore. For instance, there was a defense company that was questionable as far as India was concerned in the past. That's history now. India has closer ties, closer military ties, closer strategic ties, closer person-to-person ties, people-to-people ties with the Italians. So as a result, these things lead to closer ties between the two leaders as well. Of course, the two personalities, Prime Minister Modi and Meloni, they have got along very well over these years. She was here for G20, that should not be forgotten, and was a remarkable hit. So very clearly, it's got to a point when both countries, India and Italy, see a little of themselves in each other. Yeah. Two cultural superpowers, two countries that have many things in common and growing economic ties. That's
Exactly,
where
and you're right. I mean, obviously the pictures have broken the internet. It's the moment which everyone was waiting for. But certainly, it's really a reflection of the closeness of ties between India and Italy. Viewers, before we move on, once again, let's just take a look at that video. It's really a testament of the camaraderie also between the two leaders and the growing ties, as Srinjoy was telling us, the closeness between the two countries.
Hello from the Melodi team. Hello from the Melodi team.